Welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News. Cathleen DeSimone was sworn in as Attleboro Mayor during a brief ceremony on Saturday morning at City Hall. Mayor DeSimone won the mayoral special election on February 28th and will serve the remainder of former Mayor Paul Hero's term, which concludes this year. Here's a brief segment from her inaugural address.
During my campaign, I spoke often about the promise of Attleboro. The promise of Attleboro is ensuring a safe, welcoming, thriving, diverse, and resilient community that lifts up all residents and offers meaningful opportunities for living and working, learning and fun, growing and changing. As I stand here today, I am relentlessly optimistic that we will fulfill that promise for our kids and their kids. There are many things that make today special. But what makes it special isn't just my family and friends and supporters, but it's our larger Attleboro community. As I was campaigning for the last few months, I learned many things about the city and our residents. And one of the most important things I learned was that what binds us together is an understanding that moving Attleboro forward means working together, being more inclusive, embracing our diversity, and putting our kids first. What binds us together is an unwavering resolve to do everything possible to ensure that our kids are safe at school and that our teachers in schools have the resources they need to provide every child with a chance to succeed. We all recognize that a city government's first duties is to keep our neighborhoods safe, keep our streets clean, and to ensure that those who live here and those who visit can get where they need to go. We are united in our respect for our veterans, and we will work together to properly honor and celebrate them. We deeply value our first responders, police and fire, and we will work together to ensure they have the resources, training, and equipment they need to keep us and themselves safe. We acknowledge the contributions of our growing population of senior citizens, and we will work together to provide them with a senior center that is worthy of them. We appreciate our open and green spaces not only for their natural value, but the opportunities they provide to allow us to spend time with our family and friends, to reduce stress and maintain mental health. And equally important, and at least for me I know, to reset, to refocus, and reprioritize in an increasingly hectic and demanding world. The environment always is and always will be important to us, and it is certainly more so now as we emerge from this pandemic of time and social isolation and increasing time of stress. I'm going to tell you personally and professionally and as your mayor, get outside. You will never feel worse. You will never feel worse outside for being outside in the sun with the trees and the plants and the animals. It works for me. However, we also know that fulfilling our promise reaches deeper. We are called to address the challenges of needing more housing and more housing that people can afford. We need to protect our mobile home parks and ensure that our residents who rent apartments are provided with safe and properly maintained homes. We must acknowledge and normalize conversations about mental illness and work to strengthen our community networks with counselors and healthcare providers to ensure residents get the help they need when they need it. We must recognize and address the impacts of climate change and work to create a more resilient Attleboro in all ways. We must confront increasing property taxes by continuing to insist on efficient and effective delivery of city services, and to continue working to bring new businesses into the city. That is vital. Growth must happen. We must recognize that some residents have lost faith in government, and we must work together to restore that faith, to encourage more residents to run for office, work for the city, volunteer on one of our many boards and commissions. They do a lot of work, and they are unsung heroes, in my opinion. Friends, Attleboro is an amazing place. Although we may no longer be the jewelry capital of the world, I assure you that we are rich with natural beauty and a growing tapestry of talented people who will bring an abundance of energy and ideas and a determination to move the city forward. This is the promise of Attleboro, and I am proud to call this place home. Thank you very much.